knows who carved it or where the first hand began, but it lived under our roofline like an elder among men. Its belly worn by firelight, its skin split by time and sun. Wooden body, smoke stain, still carrying what was done. Faded carvings on the shoulders, scratches deep as riverbeds. Marks from mothers, marks from workers, marks from all my people's hands. When evening leans across the yard and shadow meets the hill, you can hear the old things waking, you can feel them moving still. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. Before I knew myself, it was calling through the rain. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. When my footsteps turned to dust, it still called me back again. It remembered mother stirring palm oil, pepper, clay pot steam, singing soft through tired daylight, pouring love into the beans. It remembered fishermen leaving before the rooster broke the dark, pushing off with salt on shoulders, stars still burning in their hearts. It remembered children running barefoot wild on dust and stone, laughing past the mango blossoms, chasing thunder toward the home. It remembered grandfather seated beneath the breadfruit tree, talking to the young ones gently, like the wind talks to the sea. It remembered births and burials, dancehall cries and broken vows, migration buses packed at midnight, and the silence after now. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. Before I knew myself, it was calling through the rain. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. When I lost my way from home, it still called me back again. Then one evening I stepped near it, hand shaking, chest undone. I touched the wood and felt my bloodline long before I struck one drum. And when the first beat finally opened, it wasn't strange, it wasn't new, like a voice I'd heard before me saying, child, I know you too. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. Before my mother spoke it out, before the night was tame. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. When I stood there all alone, it rose and made me plain. Remember your name, remember your name, remember your name, remember your name, remember your name. The drums keep talking after, but the voices fall away. Remember your name. Nobody remembers who shaped that shell. Only the old ones say was born out of fire, out of rainwood, out of stubborn hands, carried through one lifetime, then the next. Its body is scarred up with knife marks and time, faded carvings, half swallowed by smoke, palm prints on the rim, like ghosts in the grave. A drum passed down when the names were gone, and every evening sky, when the light turns gold, somebody lifts it easy, like a prayer held close. Then the first skin speaks, and the whole yard leans in, like the drum is calling from under the earth. That old drum knew my name. That old drum knew my name. That old drum knew my name before I even came. It called me home again. That old drum knew my name. It called me home again. It remembers mothers with steam on their hands, plantain on the table, salt in the air. It remembers fathers with nets on their backs, fishermen leaving before sunrise broke. It remembers children barefoot in dust, laughing down the road, chasing a ball of cloth. It remembers elders beneath giant trees, talking to the wind like it carried news. It remembers weddings and the sound of tears. It remembers the move when the land got hard. It remembers struggle, the bent neck days, and the way we stood when the ground shook loose. That old drum born out of fire, out of rainwood, out of stubborn hands, carried through one lifetime, then the next. Its body is scarred up with knife marks and time, faded carvings, half swallowed by smoke, palm prints on the rim, like ghosts in the grave. A drum passed down when the names were gone, and every evening sky, when the light turns gold, somebody lifts it easy, like a prayer held close. Then the first skin speaks, and the whole yard leans in, like the drum is calling from under the earth. That old drum knew my name. That old drum knew my name. That old drum knew my name before I even came. It called me home again. That old drum knew my name. It called me home again. It remembers mothers with steam on their hands, plantain on the table, salt in the air. It remembers fathers with nets on their backs, fishermen leaving before sunrise broke. It remembers children barefoot in dust, laughing down the road, chasing a ball of cloth. It remembers elders beneath giant trees, talking to the wind like it carried news. It remembers weddings and the sound of tears. It remembers the moon when the land got hard. It remembers struggle, the bent neck days, and the way we stood when the ground shook loose. That old drum knew my name. That old drum knew my name. That old drum knew my name when I was far away. It called me back again. That old drum knew my name. It called me back again. I touched that wood and my chest went still. Before one note, I felt my blood get warm, like my grandmother standing in the door, like my grandfather name in the rain. Then I struck one beat and the room opened wide. Every lost thing came walking in, birth and burial, bread and ash, all of us together in that one skin. That old drum knew my name. That old drum knew my name. That old drum knew my name beneath the evening sky. It knew me all along. That Nobody knows who carved it or where the first hand began, but it lived under our roofline like an elder among men. Its belly worn by firelight, its skin split by time and sun. Wooden body, smoke stain, still carrying what was done. Faded carvings on the shoulders, scratches deep as a river bends. Marks from mothers, marks from workers, marks from all my people's hands. When evening leans across the yard and shadow meets the hill, you can hear the old things waking, you can feel them moving still. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. Before I knew myself, it was calling through the rain. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. When my footsteps turned to dust, it still called me back again. It remembered mother's stirring, palm oil, pepper, clay pot steam, singing soft through tired daylight, pouring love into the beans. It remembered fishermen leaving before the rooster broke the dark, pushing off with salt on shoulders, stars still burning in their hearts. It remembered children running barefoot while on dust and stone, laughing past the mango blossoms, chasing thunder toward the home. It remembered grandfather seated beneath the breadfruit tree, talking to the young ones gently like the wind talks to the sea. It remembered births and burials, dance-hall cries and broken vows, migration buses packed at midnight, and the silence after now. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. Before I knew myself, it was calling through the rain. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. When I lost my way from home, it still called me back again. Then one evening I stepped near it, hands shaking, chest undone. I touched the wood and felt my bloodline long before I struck one drum. And when the first beat finally opened, it wasn't strange, it wasn't new. Like a voice I'd heard before me saying, "Child, I know you too." That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. Before my mother spoke it out, before the night was tamed. That old drum knew my name, that old drum knew my name. When I stood there all alone, it rose and named me plain. Remember your name, 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 remember your name. The drums keep talking after the voices fall away. Remember your name. mountain road so old. Seen many a crown come crack and fall. Seen proud men tremble, seen weak men crawl. River run, keep it moving still. Ancient tree lean, but it never will. I put my trust in a higher hand. Jah plant my feet in the promised land. Babylon built with a paper wall. Jah word rise over them all. When the night get long and cold, Rastafari, stay firm, stay bold. The mountain still stands, still stands. Through every storm and every plan, the mountain still stands, still stands. Jah hold me up with his own hands. Still stands, yeah, still stands. Babylon shake, Babylon burn. Truth remain when the tables turn. In the village drum beat after rain. Children laugh and heal the pain. Mothers cook by the seed of fire. Elders speak with a steady fire. Lion of Judah in my sight. God in the dawn, God in the night. I know my skin, I know my name. African roots run deep like flame. Babylon walls start fade away, but Zion light no man can sway. If the road rough, if the path leans steep, Jah guide my steps and my soul keep. The mountain still stands, still stands. Through every storm and every plan, the mountain still stands, still stands. Jah hold me up with his own hands. Still stands, yeah, still stands. Babylon shake, Babylon burn. Truth remain when the tables turn. Now bingy drum in the firelight, calling the weary back to life. One people, one heart, one cry. Raise up your voice to the Most High. Let the river wash the fear away. Let the sunrise break the chain. What Jah right, man can't erase. Justice coming in its time and place. The mountain still stands, still stands. Through every storm and every plan, the mountain still stands, still stands. Jah hold me up with his own hands. Still stands, yeah, still stands. Babylon shake, Babylon burn. Truth remain when the tables turn. Mist on the peak, sun on Zion. Lion of Judah, keep me strong. Babylon crumble, dust in the wind, but the mountain still stands again.